Good morning. Uh, yeah, 11:56. I just barely made the line. So I had fun making the video the other day, and I was thinking about some other custom cards I could do for my backers, and I had an idea for the first expansion pack. I'm not going to go into all the details. You might be able to figure it out. But this was inspired by the past, I don't know, almost 48 hours straight of precipitation, rain to freezing rain, sleet, and into snow. If you saw any of the posts on Facebook, which I think I have a link on the YouTube page for that, you can check out the photos from the journey to my office this morning. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Give me just a second. I'll kick on some tunes. We'll see what kind of magic playlist we can find this morning. Um, might be a little bit late in the season. A part of me really, really wants to play Christmas music, but I think I'm going to skip past that. So bear with me just a moment. Let's see. You know what? You're always good. We want some upbeat music. And I'm actually going to play the first band that I ever went to see live, knowingly. Like there were other bands that were there that I later realized who they were and were awesome, but this was the headliner. I'll mute myself so you don't hear my background noise.
Tested. I'd like to think that if I was, I would pass. Look at the tested and think there before the grace go on. Might be a coward, I'm afraid of what I might find out. Never had to knock on wood, but I know someone who has, which makes me wonder if I could. It makes me wonder if I never had to knock on wood, and I'm glad I haven't yet, because I'm sure it isn't good. That's the impression that I get. Never had to, but I better knock on wood, 'cause I know someone who has, which makes me wonder if I could. It makes me wonder if I never had to, but I better knock on wood, 'cause I'm sure it isn't good, and I'm glad I haven't yet. That's the impression that I get.
So it occurs to me that some people like to hear people talk or others talk when they're doing videos. So I guess we can do that a little bit. Why not? So clearly, this looks a little bit different than what it was originally. And I've decided that mistakes are the foundation of innovation. So what we're going to do is, as I mentioned earlier, we're coming up with a new style of card. Again, this will be a gift towards one of my backers. But ultimately, my intent was to go ahead and just get started, hoping that things will be successful into setting up for expansion packs because, well, one, he's already destined to get those for free because of how much you pledged. But secondly, I think it's a fun idea. Again, this is for Synthetic Genetics, the game. Let's see, what was the line? Eat things, evolve, attack your friends. Again, the premise behind the game is that you're a creature that consumes animals in nature, adapts their traits, and then uses those to start fighting other players to become the most supreme being, if you will. And I've decided that the expansion pack is going to cover natural disasters. And ultimately, I think what I'm going to have happen is all these will be one-time cards that players can use in the game during combat sequences, whether to bone everybody that's already going or to, um, let's see here, just to use it in one of their combats. But it'll also be dependent on what kind of creature you have as to whether or not this will be beneficial for you. As per yesterday's video, naturally, I'm going to be using paint, as you can see, because it is the easiest thing for me to use for my high quality artwork. Excellent. All right. Hopefully I can repeat this process on all sides. And see, here's the thing, like, if you've used this or if you've used Photoshop, again, this isn't a tutorial and I'm not really asking for help necessarily, but, hmm, this is just so much easier for me to use. And I'm sure anybody out there who's at all familiar with Photoshop is screaming at the top of their heads. You know, the irony is that I'm assuming that anybody's actually watching this, so I should just shut the hell up. But the idea, ultimately, it's to simplify things. But I feel like, you work with what you know, arguably for good or for bad, or ill, rather. To look here, rotate, flip horizontally. It's funny how I get all quiet, like this is super serious, and I have to focus on clicking and dragging. I find that relatively entertaining, and it looks like there's just a hint of red left. So go back to the yellow, smaller line size, go from side to side. Here we go. The tiniest bit. Let's zoom in, shall we? Nope. Das gut, ja. All right, so we'll zoom back out. We'll do some more cutting and pasting, or copying and pasting rather. And knowing what we know about size. What's funny, and I don't know if anybody thought of this while they were watching it, when I put in the word bubbles and then I type inside the bubble, it occurred to me yesterday, and I 100% forgot, obviously, that it would have been so much smarter to just use or put in the letters first and then put the word bubble on there. But I can't remember. I'm pretty sure if I do the layering on Paint, which I don't actually think is a function on Paint, the the words would cover, or the word bubble itself would cover like an additional layer on top of whatever I put in. So that's why I didn't do that. In case anybody's wondering, that's my posthumous explanation for doing something silly, arguably. This could be tricky. But feel free to post any comments. I think the most important words that I wanted to get blocked are blocked, although that's typically not my intent. There we go. So, hey yo. All right, so we need to do this within micrometers. I don't know if that's actually a thing. Probably is. We just want to make it really small on that edge line so I can sneak it in on the other side. Flip horizontal. Flip vertical. Hmm. You know, it occurs to me the smart thing would be to go from edge to edge. So let's try that again. Edge to edge. I really want to say something about happy little trees. All right. Flipping it vertical. No, horizontal. That's like two different voices almost, yelling at each other, which is, I think, how my brain operates on a fairly daily basis. That's interesting. I've got solid even black on that side, but now this side is off just the slightest bit. I think it all started here. Yeah, that's right. I see you. I'm gonna fix you. Maybe that's not the best way to do that. Mistakes in innovation, people. Mistakes in innovation. Okay, so let's do line coloring and we'll see if we can cover that border mishap. No, that's too far over. Delete. starting just inside the yellow. All right, super exhilarating, I'm sure, watching this. Oh, too far over. Let us try again. And it's funny, I keep starting that point. I feel like a safe distance on the inside. Brilliant. Or is it SOBs? SOBs. So that's pretty much good until that spot. All right, let's go from the top. So that pops out, and then it retracts later. So okay, so we're staking out that looks like 1 pixel depth. And I can clearly see there's something going on the right side as well. Which means once I get this done, I need to copy this side to the other. And after I get done with this, I'm not going to record it, but I will also be making, or I'll be reaching out for Meetup, because on the 26th of February, we're going out to the Guard Tower West in Columbus, Ohio. I've got a couple tables reserved so we can have some people play the game, maybe get some footage and some pictures for entertainment purposes. And still, there we go. All right, so, and now we'll do some black. Make sure that's nice and even. No, why? I don't want it. All right, so black, 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 black. I like the idea of redoing every video with me saying the color that I'm putting in the entire time. Black, 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 black. That would be me putting in a line, by the way. So black, 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 black. All right, and then go back to the line. So nice. Oh, you butthead. Nope. Delete. This exemplar. Nope, too big. Stay just inside. There we go. Black, 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 black. Should also work in the direction. Black, down, 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 down. All right. Now, arguably, as I do this, similar to when I mentioned the word bubble earlier, I'm having thoughts about how this could be done easier, more efficiently, more efficaciously, if you will. But I'm enjoying my process. Black, down, black, down, black, down, black, down, black, down. If you don't hear it in your head at this point, you're doing something wrong. Clearly, I am the normal one. All right, let's see here. I think we're just about done. I did not want to see that imperfection on the inside of the border. So we're going to pretend like that's not happening. Black, down, 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 down. All right. Good news is we're just about done. And I think in order to fix the break we just saw, because now that I know it exists, I have to take care of it. We are going to do a copy paste, a copy flip paste. Now you might think that I could extend the black line. Nope, I'm doing the yellow. because that is, oh, dick. Pretty sure that there is a notification that you're supposed to be old enough for me to say dick and you not be offended. Uh, if I'm wrong on that, I can't even bring myself to apologize. There's only so much I can do. All right, so yeah, I see the off crop right there. I'm wondering what the simplest solution is to fix that. I might have it. I might have it. If I copy this. Nope. Nope, that is not going to be the simplest way to do it. Does Control Z still work on this? Blood down! All right, let's zoom in and fix this, and then we'll copy this side of the other. Why am I looking at things? It's so much better, and honestly, probably more art appropriate for me, anyways, if I just ignored it. Oh, that's wrong. Control Z. Wait, that's just haze line. No, it's not. There's a part of my brain that keeps telling me, Peter, nothing's perfect. You don't have to keep working on this. But when you're doing digital art, I mean, technically, that's the closest I think you can get to perfection. From a clean aesthetic point of view, I should argue. Ah. Hey, Mikey, I think he likes it. Well, hello. And goodbye. Wait, did I eat in? No. That is also, I don't think, an actual art term. Eat in is that is a dining term. Thank you. It's also an animal term. All right. Excellent. So we're clean from top to bottom on the left side. So now we just need to copy and move that over. So going from the inside track, copy, paste, flip horizontal. Also, I don't consider myself a mouth breather, as some people say, but from a more literal perspective, I do think it's funny when I get done doing something like that, and then I realize I've been sitting there with my mouth going the whole time, like, really, here. It's like when you used to see that picture of Michael Jordan from back when going while he's taking a shot. Or like the face you make when you do things that we're not going to talk about because I don't want to be overtly sexually related or relatable while doing these projects. But there's that event that happens when you're having fun with someone that you care about and you're doing stuff with them, preferably not necessarily just to them. But at the end of it, when you have the big ending and then you make that face, God knows what it might be. Um, I close my eyes and I do not do mirrors in the bedroom, but I think mine looks something like maybe I'm not gonna like go into it because it has multiple phases as things happen, but I'm pretty sure it's a squinty-eyed like. "Arr." Actually, it's funny. As I did that, totally felt my sphincter tighten. So clearly, I make the same face when I'm taking a super dump as when that other thing happens that I was just talking about. All right, so that might have been a little too much. Who knows? So Blizzard Fury will be the first card in what will be the expansion pack for Synthetic Genetics. Ideally, I'm going to just have a bunch of weather related phenomena. And I think that what will happen is that every player will get one of these cards and they can play at one time throughout the course of the game. Similar to the Nifty cards, Nature Isn't Fair, thank you. The idea is the premise will be the player has it as a one time thing. But it can be used in a combat. Now, I do like the idea, and I haven't decided yet. I'll have to consult the person who writes the rules, which is me in the future. That's not me right now. But I think what I'll do is it'll be just a one-time put it down for a combat, but maybe you could even put it down for a combat that's not yours. You know, if you want to like benefit another player, maybe make them owe you some things, like doing your laundry. That's how Emily and I play video games. I let her win, and then she does laundry. That's not even remotely true, but we're gonna go with that. Anyways, so if you enjoyed watching it, I don't want to go into the whole clicking of things. If you want to click things, great. If you don't want to click things, if you just want to hit the X at the top and then destroy your computer so you never have to possibly watch one of these again, that's also fine. But I hope you enjoyed it and have a great day.